Why are PM2.5 and PM10 dangerous air pollutants? Imagine tiny particles floating in the air that are so small they can slip past your body's defenses. These particles are called particulate matter, and they come in different sizes. PM2.5 are particles smaller than 2.5 micrometers, and PM10 are smaller than 10 micrometers. Their small size makes them especially tricky because they can go deep into your lungs and even enter your bloodstream. When you breathe in polluted air, these particles can cause a lot of health problems. PM2.5 particles are tiny enough to reach the deepest parts of your lungs. Once there, they can irritate and damage the walls of the alveoli, which are tiny air sacs where oxygen gets into your blood. This can lead to inflammation and make it harder to breathe. PM10 particles are a bit larger, so they mostly affect the upper parts of your respiratory system, like your nose and throat. But they can still cause issues, especially for people with asthma or other breathing conditions. Long-term exposure to these particles is linked to serious health risks. For example, PM2.5 has been connected to heart disease and strokes. It can cause your blood vessels to become inflamed and narrow, making your heart work harder. Over time, this can lead to heart attacks or even premature death. Both PM2.5 and PM10 are also linked to increased hospital visits for breathing problems and asthma attacks. Another concern is cancer. Particulate matter in outdoor air pollution has been classified as a cause of lung cancer. The tiny particles can carry harmful chemicals that damage your cells and DNA, increasing cancer risk over years of exposure. Children and older adults are especially vulnerable because their bodies are more sensitive to pollution. Pregnant women exposed to high levels of PM2.5 may have babies with lower birth weights or other health issues. From an environmental point of view, these particles also harm ecosystems. They can reduce visibility, cause damage to plants, and settle into water bodies, affecting aquatic life. Many sources produce PM2.5 and PM10, including vehicle exhaust, industrial emissions, wildfires, and construction dust. Because these particles can travel long distances, pollution in one area can affect nearby cities and rural regions. Understanding where these particles come from and how they affect health helps us find ways to reduce pollution. Governments can set stricter rules for factories and vehicles, promote cleaner energy sources, and encourage public transportation. Monitoring air quality and issuing health warnings when pollution levels are high can protect vulnerable groups. Urban planning can also help by creating green spaces and reducing traffic congestion. In the end, PM2.5 and PM10 are dangerous because their tiny size allows them to penetrate deep into our bodies, causing inflammation, worsening diseases, and increasing the risk of death and cancer. Tackling these pollutants is key to protecting our health and keeping our environment clean and sustainable.